Everyone, so now we are going to learn how we can configure the PAT. Just now we done one lab, same like that we can do one more lab. Little configuration is different. Most of the time we are using this type of configuration, so we will do here. So with the help of these types of configuration, next time when we do the real lab, that will help us to understand the concept. So we will do one lab to understand that one. So scenario, we can do anything like I can take one router here. I have one router here. We can take two router. Our wish. Example I taken here R1. Okay, this is a R2, and I can say here one more router. This is a ISP. This is ISP here. I connected from here this one, this here, and this one from here to here, and here I need to increase one more port here. So let me bring one port here and start this one. I will take some switch, one switch here, one switch here. This is a small scenario we are creating. We have two computer here, two computer here. This way we have here. Okay, so this is a small scenario. What we will do here, we will use here 192.168.12.0. imagine we have two router here. One router, this one R1, another is a R2, and here is a ISP. So now how we can configure? Configuration we can do same as we done just now, but here I am using another method, and also I am creating one scenario, so it will be very easy to understand the concept. Next time we can do the other lab very smoothly if we understand the concept. So I am using this side, this IP to this IP to this interface, this IP to this interface, and after that we will assign here some IP. Maybe I will use 192.168.1.2. After that, what I will do, I will assign the IP to the machine here. This is 1.1 is our gateway, 1.1, and let me assign here also 1.3. This is our machine, and here I will paste 1.1 as a gateway, same as we do. This side IP will be different, 2.2, because here we have the different gateway. I go here and then I assign here. This is a 2.1. Here is 2.3. I will copy and then I will paste here 2.1. Okay, so now we will do the configuration. So I will take notepad. Here I will write the PAT lab. So first ISP configuration, same as we do before. Enable config T host name R1, interface fast Ethernet 0x0, fast Ethernet 0x0. I will write IP address. What is IP? We will use here this side, same we can use this side 200.1.1.1, and this side 200.1.1.2. okay, and here we will use the internet as 8.8.8. so this is IP schema. So let me do here, I will write IP address is 200.1.1.2, 255.255.255.0. I will write here no shut, and then interface loopback 0. I will write IP address 8.8.8.8, 255.0.0.0. so this one the ISP configuration. Let me divide the notepad. After that I will do the R1 configuration. In the R1 I will write R1 configuration. enable config t host name r1, and then what I will do here, interface fast Ethernet 0x0, IP address 192.168.12.1, 255.255.255.0, and no shut. And then another interface f0x1, I will write IP address 192.168.1.1, 255.255.255.0. then we will write no shut. Just I assign the IP address. We need to enable some routing protocol because we need to send this traffic, all this information to this router. So what we need to do here, we need to enable from here to here, this site we need to enable some dynamic or any routing protocol. I will enable here dynamic routing protocol. We can enable RIP, OSPF or EAGRP, anything. So I will do the OSPF. If we enable the OSPF, this route information will come to this router and this information will come to this router. So we need to do that one. So first I will make the communication between this site. After that we will do the NAT here. Okay, so let me do now. So what I will do, in the router R1 I will do the OSPF. So I will write router OSPF1, interface fast Ethernet 0x0. I will write here IP OSPF1, IP OSPF1 area 0. Then another interface f0x1, IP OSPF1 area 0. Okay, so what I done, just I enable the OSPF here, this router, this interface fast Ethernet 0x0 and the interface fast Ethernet 0x1. Okay, that's all. This one is finished. Now let me do the R2. So R2 configuration, let me copy and paste this one and we will see, we will modify as per our requirement. So I will go here and we will paste here and we will modify this one. This is a R2, this is also R2, and here f0x0 should be 12.2 and f0x1, this one f0x1 is 200.1.1.1 and 255 this one. Okay, no shut. And we have one more interface, so this one I will copy and I will paste here. Here we have f1/0, so this should be f1/0. After that, what will be the IP here? We have the IP here 192.168.2.1, right? 2.1 and no shut. Here we should not enable the OSPF to this interface because this interface is connecting towards the ISP. Only we need to send the default route here. We should not enable the OSPF here. So what I will do, I will remove f0x1. Where is f0x1? This should be removed and we need to enable here. So I will do here f1/0. Okay, so what I done, I enable the OSPF with this command here and with this one here. So here we remove. So here available, here available. So that is good. Okay, so this is a R2 configuration. After that we are going to do the NAT, but before NAT let me copy paste this configuration, whatever I write here. This is a R1 configuration. Let me paste here. Maybe we will have some mistake, we will see. Everything is good here, no error, nothing. Okay, and then I will copy the R2 configuration, I will paste in the R2. Let me paste in the R2. Okay, nothing, no error, nothing, everything is good, everything is good. So now they can communicate, these guys can communicate now. Example, the internal network will start working. I want to ping this machine, I can ping. Example, I want to access this one, I can access 192.168.2.2. I am trying to access from this side to this side, so it will work, no issue. It is working. Okay, and we will paste the configuration to ISP also. After that we will do the NAT configuration. So let me go here and paste here ISP configuration also. So ISP configuration is also good, no error, nothing. I will save the configuration here, and this one also good, no issue. I will save here also the configuration, and here also I will save the configuration. OSPF is working, everything is good. Internal our network start working. If you want to check here, this guy can communicate with this PC and also this PC, and they can communicate. Now we need to allow this all can communicate to this one internet. this all. Okay, so now what we will do here, we will first of all we can configure the access list. So where we need to do in this router, which router is connecting to the ISP. In that router we need to configure the PAT. So that one is a R2, this one R2. So I will do here, I will write here access list 1 and I will write permit what traffic 192.168.1.0 0.0.0.255. How I am writing this one? I am saying, I am selecting the traffic. I am saying that I want to send this network traffic, this one 192.168.1.0 access list 1 permit 192.168.1.0, and this is a wildcard mask. I have one more network here, this one. So I will write same thing here, I will write 2.0. Okay, so what I will do here, I will copy this whole thing. Now I will write here, instead of this one, this will be 2. If you have more example, if you have one more interface like this, we can add one more command here like this. So with this one, what we are doing, we are selecting this network traffic and this network traffic we selected. After that, what we will do, we will write the configuration. So IP NAT, and then inside we are doing from inside. What is the inside source is? Inside source is 1 list 1. Which list? Access list. So in the access list 1 we selected these two networks. So I am saying inside NAT, IP NAT inside source list 1. After that we need to write the interface. Which interface? We are applying this one, interface F0 by 1, interface F0 by 1, which is connecting to the ISP. After that we need to write overload, that's all. Then when we wrote overload, after that we need to apply the NAT. So what we will do, we will write here interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0 IP NAT inside, because this is a inside, this one fast Ethernet 0 by 0. After that I will copy the same thing, I will paste 3 times, because we have 3 interface, this one, this one, this one. So here if I change this one as a 1, then I need to write here outside. Okay, and this one I will do as 1 here, and here also I will write outside. No, this is inside. We have only one outside. See here what I am saying here. Let me repeat again. This is our router. Here we are configuring. So how many interface I have? 1, 2, 3. So I need to write this 3 times. IP NAT. I need to first check the interface. If I am doing for this interface, then I will go under that interface. Then I will write IP NAT and we will check. This is outside. It is going outside. This traffic is going outside, so we will write outside. Then I will check. This is another interface, fast Ethernet 1 by 0, this one. So I will write IP NAT inside. I have another interface, this is fast Ethernet 0 by 0, so I will write IP NAT inside. This is also inside, that's all. Okay, so what I will do now, I will copy paste this configuration. We pasted configuration till here, so now we need to paste here, this one. Before, if you try to ping 8.8.8, it will not work. Let me show you. And also one more thing, we need to create the default route also. Okay, we need to create default route also here in the R1, because we need to forward all the traffic to the ISP 1.1.1 0.0.0 and then 200.1.1.2. okay, so this is the configuration. We are going to send all the traffic towards the ISP. So let me go to the R2 and go in the global configuration mode, and then I will paste the configuration. If you see, all the configuration is good, no issue, nothing. Before, this PC is having the destination host unreachable. Now we can check, still same thing. Let's see here, request timeout, destination host unreachable. Let me do fast forward and let me check here, same thing. Did we assign the gateway here 192.168.1.1 1.1? Okay, this is correct IP. I can ping. Let me check here. Ping our IP, our edge IP. We cannot go to edge IP till here. Okay, we can go till here. Let me ping 192.168.12.2 So we can go till here. Something wrong here, so let me check here what issue we are facing here. We write correct configuration F0 by 0, this one IPNAT inside, F0 by 1 IPNAT outside, F1 by 0 this is IPNAT inside. So this is correct. Let me check here they can access or not. Ping 8.8.8.8. request timeout. Yeah, so from here they can access. Let's see. So something wrong, maybe we need to check. From here they can access. So let me write -t here. From this network they can access the internet, so it is working perfectly from here. Like this they are going here. So why this one is not going, we need to check here now. So what I will do here, I will check. I wrote IP access list 1 permit 192.168 this one, and also same thing. Okay, so what will be the reason? Let me check here the routes. We have all routes or not. And one more thing here, if you remember our traffic, we are pinging 8.8.8, so our traffic will come from here. Okay, it will come like this. This router don't know anything about 8.8.8.8, so the packet will destroy here, because this router is not having default route. Also we need to create one default route. So if that entry is not present in the routing table, this traffic should come here. If you want, I will show you here. Routing table I will show you. Let me remove this and go here. I will write here show IP route. If you see, we don't have the 8.8.8 entry in our routing table. So how they can go? They will drop the packet. All the packets will be dropped here only. So we should have the default route here. We should have one default route here. So if anything is not present in our routing table, that all should forward here. Again here we have one more default route that will forward all the traffic towards the ISP. Okay, so let me write here what we can do. We have one method we can do directly. Just go here, create one default route towards this side, then it will start working. But we have one more method also. With the OSPF also we can send the default route. Let me check if we can do that one. Router OSPF 1, then we will write there is one command I did not remember, but there is one command we can write default information originate. Default information originate. Let's see. If I write default information originate, OSPF will send one default route. So let's see we have the default route or not. Yeah, if you see here, OSPF send the default route here automatically. If you see here, before we don't have. E2 is nothing but we are getting the routes from external, and if we have 0 star, that is star means default route. In simple we can say this star is coming means this is a default route sent by the OSPF. What I done here, see here, let me repeat again what I am saying. First of all, whenever we want to send any traffic, our router should know about that information. You want to send the traffic to Google, but your router don't know anything about Google. So we should have the default route, so all traffic should come here. And here we already have the default route. That default route is going, sending all traffic here. So we created one default route. After that, example, if you have maybe more branches like this, and all branches you need to create default route. So instead of creating so many times default route in all the branches, one time we will create here towards ISP. After that, just go under the OSPF and write default information originate like this. Go under the OSPF and write default information originate. So automatically OSPF is going to send the default route to the other routers. So if you see here in this router, OSPF sends the default route. Or if we have any confusion, manually we can create also default route. Okay, so let me write here what command I write. Here I wrote in the OSPF. I can do here, no issue. We can go under the OSPF router OSPF 1. then we will write default information originate. When we write this one and we have here default route, so this default routes and OSPF is going to send to all the here what we can say all other router OSPF is going to send the default route. After that you can check it will start working. This PC is not working right before. Now we can check it will start working. See, default route is not there. Now we have the default route, so these guys are working. If confusion is still confusion, let me repeat again what I am saying. If we don't have in our routing table, we should have the default route. So here we don't know anything about 8.8.8, so we should have one default route forward this side. This router is already having the default route, so now we need to create the default route. So you have two methods to create the default route. As we are using the OSPF routing protocol, if we go under the OSPF and write default information originate, automatically OSPF is going to send the default route to the next whatever router we have. So I done that one. If we are confused with that command, manually I can configure the default route here. So after that our traffic will start working. And now if you see, all the machine will work. This one is working. If I go here and ping, this one also going to work. I will write here ping -t 8.8.8.8, it will work. And also if I go to another machine also here, this is also working. If I go to this machine also, it will also working, because we done the pat. Okay, we done the pat here, so all machines will work. See, all machines are working. If you see here, this one it is working. If we go here, this one also working. If I go here, this one also working. If I go here, this one also working. All are working same time. And if you go here and write here show IP NAT translation, we will get that entry, all the entry. Okay, so what we can say, this is our PAT, port address translation. You can say that one your branch office, or example, this is your head office. Your head office having the internet connection. Okay, your head office is having the internet connection. Your branch office is not having the internet connection, but you have the lease LAN to connect. Private LAN you have private LAN, you connected with this private LAN the head office and the branch office. So what you are doing, you are giving the internet from the head office to the branch office. This one we will say the ISP, they give the VPLS connection, the virtual lease LAN. Here we don't have internet, just they give the connectivity, we assign, we connected, we configure the OSPF, so all our traffic is communicating like this way. In this branch we taken the good internet connection, and we need to share this connection here also. So for that one we done the default routes from here branch to head office, and from here they are sending the all the traffic towards the internet. Okay, and what we done here, we done the PAT, port address translation. And what is the method we use here? Simple method, let me show you. First I selected the traffic. Example, just now what we done, imagine just now the lab which we done, we don't have this one. Okay, this is extra we have here. The lab just now what we done in our previous lab, you have this from here to here. This is a scenario, but now I have one more extra thing, so I selected this one also here, this one and this one. If you do only for this one, then no need to write this first one. This will be there, and then IP NAT inside source list interface, whatever interface we are using here, and overload. Simple command. After that you have this interface, this interface, this interface. You need to go under that interface. You need to write IP NAT, and you need to check inside or outside. This is inside, this is inside, so we will write inside, and this one is going outside, so we will write here outside. That's all. Okay, so this is simple only. This one we need to remember. So in our next class, when we do the enterprise network design and implementation, so we will use this all step there. Okay, so let me start.